Okay, so now I'm joined by Mim. How's it going?
Good, thank you. I just got here and I'm waiting for my pulls. So.
Cool. Yeah. Who's the killer in your pool?
Oh, Sakonoko, definitely. But I'm also very nervous about Oil King. So I'm going to try my best, but I'm not expecting great results.
Okay, well, you play Laura. I mean, she's a solid character. A lot of the Asian players seem to be struggling a bit with that matchup at the moment, so maybe you can sweep them with that lack of matchup knowledge.
Definitely. Yeah, yesterday in the team tournament, I had to verse Human Bomb.
Okay.
And in the first, it was really close, but in the first round, I managed to land a good 50-50 on him, so I'm going to kind of try and reenact that because the 50-50 is just a guess at the end of the day. So.
You got to educate them on the power of Laura, yeah. Okay. Can you tell me a bit about your fighting game history?
Well, before Street Fighter V, I actually played MKX competitively, and that was the first fighting game that I took really seriously, bothering to learn frame data and going out to events. So that was it, and then really Street Fighter V is...
I'm glad you came back from the dark side and now playing Street Fighter.
Yeah, I think Street Fighter V is a bit more inspiring because the community's a lot larger and the MKX community was very small where I come from. So yeah, it's definitely with a larger community you're more driven to go to events and practice.
Yep. So the first I heard about you was when you attended Southeast Asia Major last year. Was that the first international tournament you've been to?
Yeah.
I mean, how was the experience while you were out there?
It was amazing. It was so much fun. It pretty much gave me the tournament bug. It was in Singapore, which was lovely, and you get to meet all of the pro players, which is very surreal to see. Takedo in real life. But definitely really amazing experience.
Did you get a lot of casual sets of some of the top players while you were out there?
I actually didn't really get many casual sets. I think. No, I didn't get to verse any of the good Asian players, but I'm going to definitely get to try to verse them today.
So what's the Street Fighter scene like in Australia? Because obviously a lot of European and US players, we don't really know much about this scene over here, so how would you describe it?
I would say that it's growing at the moment. This is the biggest event we've had so far. But where I come from in Perth, it's quite small, so we always have to fly over to the eastern states for events.
Because I imagine the main scenes are in obviously here in Melbourne and Sydney as well.
Yeah, definitely.
In your opinion, who's the best Street Fighter V player in Australia right now? You can only pick one.
It's definitely one of the dark-sided boys.
Okay.
I'd have to say.
Is it between Falco and Somniac?
It's kind of always been the general thought that Somniac's the kingpin, number one in Oz, and every time I verse him, I get slapped. So I'd have to say Somniac, Falco, or Ziggy's, but I couldn't really say.
What makes Somniac strong in this game then?
Well, ever since season 2 as well, when Bison's been buffed, but he's just got a very aggressive style that really keeps you, trapped. You feel like you're being harassed, kind of. Yeah, he's really good at that sort of style, and I think that the meta of the game really benefits him with that.
Have you ever beaten him in a set, outside a tournament?
I beat him when we play online usually, so it's a first to 5, and the most I went with him was 5-4. When he was 5 and I was 4.
That's pretty damn good. I mean, I despise playing Bison players. It's always been ever since Street Fighter 4, playing Balrog against Bison, and even in 5 as well. I seem to have he's my kryptonite. I just can't stand it. It's just, hate it. To my knowledge, there has never been an Australian Street Fighter character. So if Capcom was ever to make one, how would you like them to look and play?
I thought that it's in Mortal Kombat they made Kano Australian, after the Mortal Kombat movie. So they should have done that for Cammy because Kylie Minogue played her. She should have it as.
Cammy's a British character. She always has an English accent. You can't take that away from us. I don't want the only British character to be Birdie and Dudley. We need Cammy as well. Nah. I suppose we got Dudley. Dudley's a good one, but yeah. But if they were to make a brand new character, I mean.
I've always said this as well because I was it's international cast of characters. So I was there should definitely be an Australian. Hopefully there's one coming up, but I'd like to see maybe another female character. I don't know. I like playing female characters. So.
Do you think if they ever put a female Australian character in a game, would you be more tempted to play them just because of the fact they're Australian?
Maybe it kind of depends. I I'd like it if maybe they did like a male Australian character. It was kind of like comedic, like it was very like stereotypical. That'd be pretty funny. I'd like to play that.
That's pretty much what Falco said when we were saying maybe we should be equipped with like hit the opponent with like a didgeridoo and then have like a kangaroo come in as an assist or something like that.
And like an Australian stage with like emus and like koalas.
I would like to think that my associates at Capcom Japan would have more, like, you know, they wouldn't go for those stereotypes. Yeah, but we'll see. Maybe one day. How long have you been a Hitbox player?
For about 2 years now. So before that, I used to play on pad.
Okay.
But when I decided that I wanted to start playing games that weren't Mortal Kombat, because Mortal Kombat has very like specific inputs, so like the block button.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of dialer combo and that kind of stuff in there, but there is some specific stuff as well. But what made you go for Hitbox rather than just an arcade stick?
So I had a Hitbox and a stick, and I tried both of them, and I just found that the Hitbox felt more comfortable, and I wasn't, when I was doing a quarter circle, I wasn't jumping, and I don't know, it just felt more natural, maybe because I played a lot of PC games, like for fun. Yeah.
Do you think it like provides like any advantage over an arcade stick, or is it more just personal preference?
I'm not too sure if there's any advantage now. Like I know it used to be banned because it was like if you pressed back and forward at the same time, like that was really dirty. But nowadays I'm not too sure. Like, yeah.
Would you play other games on like the Hitbox as well, or is it literally just on Street Fighter 5?
I play other fighting games like casually, but only Street Fighter 5 like competitively, and I'll practice for it on the Hitbox. Yeah.
So what attracted you to playing Laura in Street Fighter 5?
Well, it was in the beta. We originally had it, so there wasn't actually many characters unlocked at that time.
No.
And it was like Laura was there, and I was like, I'll play her because I was having like good results at the time, and I kind of just stuck with her through season 1 because I was like, she's got lots of dirty stuff. I'll hang around.
Instant command.
But and then I was like, maybe I'll change or learn a secondary later.
Yeah.
But then when I saw the patch notes for season 2, I was like, I'm not changing. I'm sticking with her.
Dodge to put it, I mean, same with Balrog. It's just kind of like, thank God for that. Okay. In the upcoming season 2.1 patch, Laura is receiving some light nerfs, so her crouching short and light bolt charge. What do you think of these changes?
I'm really happy. I feel like I dodged a bullet majorly because everyone complains so much about her, and I felt like she was going to get the Nash treatment or something. But
like Capcom was going to cave into peer pressure and just put her down to Ryu level or something like that. Yeah.
So I'm really happy with the changes.
Do they affect her game plan that much? I mean, I remember hearing from some players it affects her meaty elbow or something like that.
It's going to make her. If you did the meaty elbow off a EX command grab or V-trigger command grab, it just is going to whiff now, I believe.
Is that kind of more of a minor thing, or?
It's completely fine, and she'll still have all of her disgusting 50-50s and pressure, so...
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Who would you say is Laura's toughest matchup?
Zangief, probably. I find him very hard to verse because it's very hard to fireball in that matchup because he has a lot of tools that can just he can...
headbutt or
lariat or just heavy kick you for your fireball. He's got such amazing anti-airs as well, I find, and in neutral, I find that he always kind of dominates me. Yeah. But yeah, I need to practice a lot in that matchup as well.
I mean, do you have any kind of sub-characters that you play to deal with tougher matchups like that, or are you more focused on just being a Laura main through and through?
I tried playing Rashid for a while, and it was really fun, but I thought it would be better to play a bad matchup with a character I know instead of an okay matchup or a good matchup with a character I don't know. So yeah, I'm hoping Ed's good though, because I'm looking forward to it.
That's one of my next questions actually. What do you think of Ed? I mean, yeah? I mean, do you like the fact that obviously he's got more streamlined inputs and stuff, or?
Yeah, I personally liked the inputs. I think it's fun to have something different, and it's interesting.
I'm thinking in terms of a hitbox player, Ed might be the perfect candidate, just because you're going to hit that forward medium punch every single time. It's never going to be any kind of issue. But you like the character design as well, and how he looks. You think he fits into the game quite well.
I thought he was going to have his design from story mode, when he was
with the hoodie, basically, yeah. Yeah, but he's got that's his story mode. He's looking ridiculously ripped now, yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised, but I still like it. Okay. Yeah.
Despite lacking a cross-up, command grab, and invincible reversal, Boxer is getting a health nerf. Can I get you to sign my petition asking my superiors to reconsider the situation? And I'm saying that as a Balrog main.
I'll agree because I play Laura, and that matchup's good for Laura, so...
Cool. I'll get you to sign that one then. Okay. Way back in 2010, Evo ran a Super Street Fighter 4 Women's Invitational that was won by Kane. Do you think running more invitationals like this would help more female players get into the scene, or do you think it would be a step backwards?
I don't see anything wrong with it. Like, I mean, it sounds cool. Like, if they did another one, I'd love to go. Like, that sounds really fun. And I think that that was 2010. Like, I think since then there's so many more women in the scene, I would imagine. So it will probably be bigger and better. And I imagine it would just, I can't think of anything negative about it.
So you think like it's just like adding more opportunities for like female players to maybe compete in their own tournament, and maybe once like we get many more like female players within the scene, and maybe get rid of them at that point. Do you think it would help get more female players interested?
Like, I think, you know, if a woman saw it like on stream and saw it as like a female-only tournament, she might think, oh, you know, that's cool. I might look into that or something. Yeah.
I've always thought it weird that they only did it for the 1 year and never brought it back. So I'm just kind of wondering why we never ever saw another one. But yeah, okay. From what you've seen so far, what do you think of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite?
So I've never played a Marvel game like anything more than me just like messing around with it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it, but I don't know if I'll be playing it to the same extent that I play SF5 because I don't have any experience in the Marvel games. So I imagine that I'm going to get bopped really badly.
Well, I mean, every time you start a new game, you're obviously going to like, you know, start from the bottom rung and like work your way up. But I mean, do you have any like interest in maybe like, you know, trying out and seeing if it's something you would want to take to a tournament level?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So, which Capcom or Marvel character do you most want to see in Infinite? Like, out of all of like Marvel history and all of Capcom history, which character would you love to see in there?
Well, I wanted Leon from Resident Evil. Yeah, or like Hunk.
Are you a Resident Evil fan then?
Yeah, or like I don't know, like Jill. I would like a Resident Evil character.
What about if we got like the dad from Resident Evil like 7 with his like shovel? Come on, I reckon that'd be pretty cool.
And Family Man or something. Or like, what was it, like Barry from like Resident Evil 1?
Barry Burton, yeah, the classic line, where's Barry, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think Leon will be a good shout. We obviously got like Chris returning. There is a chance that maybe like more Resident Evil characters will be confirmed as well. But you would take Leon over Chris if like you're a character in a fighting game?
Definitely, 100%. Yeah.
He definitely has the better hair in my opinion. Definitely Leon. Yeah. Okay, so final question. What's the next CPT event we'll be seeing you at?
I'm not too sure, but I really want to go to one in Asia. So like Hong Kong Esports Festival, obviously Southeast Asia Majors. There's like one called FV Cup. I believe that's a CPT event.
You might make it out to like Evo this year, or?
I'm currently talking about that right now with my sponsors because I do have a like room that's been offered to me. So, and that's probably like one of the hardest things to set up, right? Like a place that's close.
Yeah, I mean, there are lots of hotels. It's normally set in the, the Paris and the Bali or whatever. I went like 2 years back. I'm going again this year, but if you can go, it's just like the ultimate like pilgrimage of like fighting game players. I've never seen so many fighting game players under one roof, and there's just like setups everywhere. Everyone's just playing on the big stage. If you can make it, like it's a once in a lifetime experience, pretty much. Yeah.
Definitely a goal. I've always wanted to go, so yeah, it looks amazing. Like unlike anything else, pretty much.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for speaking to me. Good luck in the rest of your tournament, and take it easy.